The screen flickered for a moment, showing a static-filled image. My computer groaned, as if resisting what I was about to see. As the video began, an eerie voice whispered faintly, "You shouldn't have clicked this." A chill crawled down my spine, but I brushed it off as part of the atmosphere. The video was grainy, filmed in what looked like a dilapidated house, and for a few moments nothing happened. Just a long hallway with a door at the end. Then there was movement, a shadow, barely noticeable, sliding across the far wall. I leaned closer, trying to make out what it was. My heart started to race as the camera crept toward the door at the end of the hallway. The handle turned slowly with a loud creak, and the door swung open. The camera didn't go inside. Instead, it lingered, capturing only darkness beyond. I hit pause, uneasy. I could feel something in the room with me, a presence lurking just outside my peripheral vision. But there was nothing, just the hum of my computer. Against my better judgment, I resumed the video. A figure appeared in the doorway, pale and gaunt, its eyes nothing but black, hollow pits. The screen flickered, and the figure moved too close for comfort. My pulse quickened as the figure's breathy voice whispered again, "This time clearer, I'm watching you." Suddenly, my webcam light flicked on by itself. I froze, my mind racing with disbelief. Was this part of the video? A clever trick? But I hadn't authorized the webcam. A wave of dread washed over me. I reached for the power button, but the video wasn't done. The figure in the video smiled, a grotesque grin that stretched impossibly wide. And then it spoke again. "You should have listened." The screen went black. My computer shut down. I sat in the darkness, too scared to move, feeling that same presence lingering behind me, watching, waiting. I haven't turned my computer on since. I can still feel it, though. And now, so can you. For days, I avoided my computer, trying to forget what I had seen, convincing myself that it was all just a twisted prank, a cleverly designed video meant to mess with my head. But the sense of being watched never left me. No matter where I went or what I did, I felt a presence. At first, it was subtle. I'd catch fleeting glimpses of shadows from the corner of my eye, hear soft footsteps in the hallway when I was home alone. Then it got worse. It was the third night after watching the video when I woke up at exactly 3 o'clock a.m. The room was freezing, the kind of cold that burrows into your bones. I lay still listening. That's when I heard Ida's slow, deliberate creak coming from the end of the hallway, the same kind of creak I had heard in the video when the door opened. Heart pounding, I threw off the covers and crept to my bedroom door, pressing my ear against it. Silence. For a long moment, I stood there, holding my breath, convincing myself that it was just my imagination. But then, I heard it again, a whisper, faint, barely audible, but unmistakable. "I'm watching you." My skin crawled. I yanked open the door, expecting to find nothing, just an empty hallway. But what I saw was far worse. There, at the end of the hall, was the same figure from the video, the pale, hollow-eyed creature standing motionless, its lips twisted into that same grotesque grin. It didn't move. It just stared, its empty eyes fixed on me. I slammed the door shut and backed away, heart thundering in my chest. This wasn't possible. It couldn't be real. I rushed to my phone, intending to call for help, but when I picked it up, the screen was black. Dead. No signal. No power. Nothing. Panicking, I grabbed the nearest object, a heavy lampstand stood in the middle of the room, waiting, listening. The air felt thick, oppressive, like it was pressing down on me from all sides. Minutes passed in agonizing silence. Maybe it was gone. Maybe I was just losing my mind. But then, the door handle slowly turned, I could feel my breath catching in my throat as the door creaked open. The figure stood in the doorway now, its head cocked to the side, studying me like a predator, sizing up its prey. It didn't say anything this time. It just stepped forward, its footfalls unnaturally slow and deliberate. I screamed, swinging the lamp wildly, but the figure never flinched. It moved closer, inch by inch, until it was right in front of me. My heart hammered so hard I thought it might burst. Suddenly, everything went dark. I don't remember much after that. When I woke up, it was morning. Sunlight streamed through the windows, and everything seemed normal. No figure. No presence. My phone worked again. My computer was off. For a brief moment, I thought maybe it had all been a nightmare, some vivid hallucination brought on by stress. But when I went to check my computer, I found a message waiting for me. It wasn't an email or a text, just a single line of text on the screen, even though I hadn't turned the computer on. I'm still watching. And now, I'm warning you. If you see a video called The Forbidden Horror Story, you should never watch at night. Don't click it. Don't watch it. Don't even think about it. Because once you do, it watches you too. And it never stops.